This story is about a little girl called Annie. Annie loved to go to picnics with Mama and Papa. So Mama, Papa and Annie decided to visit a garden for a picnic on the Sunday. Annie was so excited. She was starting to pack everything she wanted to carry at the picnic. She took blankets, old newspapers, she took some games like ball and frisbees, and then she decided to pack some food for herself. So she packed some bread butter jam sandwiches and some chips and some juice. And Mama told her, why not carry some fruits with us? So Mama helped her pack some apples and some bananas as well. And they were all ready to go. So Papa drove the car on a Sunday morning with Annie and Mama. And they reached the garden. Such a beautiful place it was. There was green grass everywhere. And they found a nice shady corner and they put their mattress on it and they decided to sit on the mattress. Annie started thinking. Annie was thinking, should I first eat food or should I first play some games? Mama and Papa suggested, let's have breakfast and then play as much as you like. So she pulled out her box of tiffin and pulled out her yummy favorite bread jam sandwiches. And she had her first bite. That was so yummy. And she had a second bite. She was relishing her bread butter jam sandwiches, but suddenly something came on her hand and started tickling her. She was feeling tickly and she looked and she was like, ants! And then she tried to take it away like this. By the time she could finish doing that on one hand, there was another hand climbing up, another ant on this hand, and that was going faster. And she was like, ah. Did you know what did she do? She said, ah. And when she did that, Mama and Papa actually helped her take away all the ants off her arm, and they moved to another place where they didn't see any ants, and they went and they sat there. Okay, do you know what Papa did next? Papa told Annie, looking at the way you pull the ants off, I have written a song for you. Would you like to sing that with me? And Annie said, yes, I would love to. So let us all sing the rhyme that Papa has written for Annie. Okay? Ready?
Ants on my arms, ants on my arms, ants on my arm, they're causing me alarm.
That is what Papa told to Annie and to Mama. The ants need to go off saying, ah. Can you do it with me? Ah. Did you notice something? There were some words that started with the ah sound, a few things that she had carried with her. Do you know which was it? It was an apple, an arm. The arm also starts with that sound of ah, right? And they had been thinking about other things too. Annie says, my name starts with ah, right? And Mama said, can we also look at few more things that start with the ah sound? So Annie thought, and then she said, almonds. Almond starts with ah. And Mama said, you are right. That's great. What else starts with that sound? They were thinking, and Papa showed this board that was next to her in the garden, which had an arrow mark. And Papa says, look, arrow also starts with ah. And Annie was like, yes, there are so many things that starts with ah. Apple, arrow, ant, arm, Annie as well. So Mama said, do you know The A sound is made by a letter. Did you know which letter it was? It was letter A. The big letter A and the small letter A. And A makes the sound eh. So Annie said, I want to make this shape of letter A. I want to know how to draw this A. So Mama said, it's simple. You take a pencil on the top of the lines and make a slanting line on the left. Then you again start at the top and make another slanting line on the right. And then you make a sleeping line from left to right. Anna says, that's easy. But how do you write the baby A, the small A? Dada said, it's simple. You start on the top, make a half semicircle, go up the top again and draw a curvy line. That's how you write the small A. And he says, that's so much fun. Mama says, let's all do it together in the air. So this is how they did it. Top to bottom, left to right. And then they did the small A as well. They made a half semicircle, then they went up and then they came down again. So Annie asked Mama, can I also write it on the grass or on the floor? And Mama says, sure, why don't you write it on our table? And they had a small picnic table with them. And Mama helped her write on that table. So they wrote top to bottom, left to right. They made half a semicircle, they went up and they came down again. And Annie says, this is so much fun. I want to write it and draw it on more places. Mama started thinking, where could she draw? Papa told her, why don't you use your arm? And came the idea. So Annie took her arm and she started writing on her own arm. Top to bottom, left to right. Half a semicircle, go up and come down again. And Annie says, that's fun. I can feel it on my skin. So Papa says, can you help me do it as well? So Annie did it on her Papa. And I am going to do it on my partner below. Okay? So on the back, Annie wrote top to bottom, left to right. You all are doing it with me, right? Let's do the small A now. You go half a semicircle and you come up and you go down again. And then she says, are there any more things on which we can write the letters? So Mama says, at home we do have a Play-Doh. Look. Annie and Mama went home and made the letters using a Play-Doh. And then Annie would use her finger to go top to bottom, left to right. And it went a half a semicircle, went up and came down again. After this, Papa helped Annie write the letter A on a slate and a chalk and then in her own books. Can you all do the same? Let us all become Annie and write the letter first in the air, then on a table or on the floor, and then on ourselves, on our own body, and then on our partner's body. So your partner can be your mama, your papa, or your friend, or a pillow that you have in the house. And then you can make the letters with the Play-Doh and trace your fingers on it. And then after you are done with that, you can take your chalk and slate and write it in big letters. And lastly, you will write it in your book. So wasn't it fun meeting Annie and learning letter A with her? You know what? There are so many stories for every letter. The letter B is a story about a birthday party. Would you be interested to know more? We do all of these fun activities every day in our online Learn from Home class. I'm so sure you're going to join us there. I'll see you soon there. Bye bye. Have a nice day.